I apologize for my bad English and my accent. English not my first language. And also, I'm kind of sick, so my voice is really muted. Yep. Hi y'all, fellow orbits, and welcome to my first Loonaverse video. In my YouTube channel, I usually post music covers, well, not very often, but I decided to do this video and post it here so that I could share the Luna theory I've been working on since more than a year. I couldn't find anywhere this theory. It seems like nobody thought of it, or at least thought of it and shared it. Or I just did not find it and I'm dumb. But I swear, it makes so much sense. It's like the link, the bridge between many hints and well-known theories. This will become a series. I'm gonna post more Luna lore vids since I've got more things to share. Right now, I'm planning on doing at least one more video, which will be about Lucemble and Artemis. I've got many tiny bits of not so sure theories, but I only share the ones that I've almost entirely solved, or at least what I think is an important hint to share so that we can understand this better. But for this video, I'm sure of what I'm saying, and I found nothing that does not support it. Each time I've discovered a dropped hint, it only made sense with it. I truly hope this series is going to be watched by many lore fans, as I think it's an important piece of the puzzle, so please share this in the Loonaverse online communities you're part of. Thanks a lot, and let's finally begin! So, this theory will put together the Möbius strip, the different Luna planes and worlds, the timeline, and finally, the key to all this, the Luna intros. There are some things I'll take for granted, everyone takes them as a fact, so I encourage you to learn some bases before watching this, as I'll not explain in detail who is who, what are the subunits, what are mirrors, what's a Möbius, etc. Every orbit knows that the Luna intros change from MV to MV, but it's surprisingly kinda rare to find people who have actually stopped and tried to find why. After studying them in my one and only Loonaverse PowerPoint, I realized this. The moon are a continuity which can be placed on the Luna world, the famous Möbius strip. We already know for a fact that the parts of the Möbius strip represents Y by Y, 1/3, and their respective worlds, a light circle being this little bridge between the two. I made this little 3D Möbius to picture it better because yes, even if I've never did 3D modeling before, I learned it for Luna. But here it is. When we are in 1/3 world, Earth, the moon is on the right side, colors going from 1, Hygiene, an Earth resident, to 12. And in Y by Y's Eden, moon is on the left side, colors going from 12, Heju, an Eden resident, to 1. If it's on the flip, the other side, not in the front but in the back here of the strip, the background becomes black. There's no light here because it's hidden in the black. It represents the back of the moon. After reuniting in Hi-Hi, the girls start to gravitate on the Möbius, making one full loop on it. Therefore, Hi-Hi and So What are in 1/3 world, while Butterfly and Why Not are in Y by Y's. So What and Why Not being on the dark side, while Hi-Hi and Butterfly are in the light. All girls only lived in the light realm before, the front realm, but between Butterfly and So What, they were able to continue on the back side, with the black background. They were finally able to explore the back of the moon, breaking the fate of the moon of only being seen by one side.
Reveal to the world the hidden side.
This may be because of the reunion of 12, or because going back in time, preventing Hassel to kill the bird and breaking the timeline, so the loop, the Möbius, causing a parallel universe. But I'll talk about this another time, I still need to figure that out. After one complete loop, at the end, what happens? Why Not's album, the last before the loop end, is called Midnight, representing the end but also the beginning of the Möbius. By the way, after theorizing this, that eras or sides of the Möbius, I found this.
그 앨범을 12.00이라고 돼 있는데 약간 읽는 건 근데 또 미드나잇으로
그쵸.
그렇네.
맞아요.
그게 또 뭔가 있지 않아?
그쵸. 약간 YY XY지만 YY 바이와이라고 읽는 것처럼. 그렇죠.
약간
충격적.
다시 시작하는 거 이런 거 아니야? 12, 0 이렇게 해서.
팬분들의 해석에 맞게
We can see that Hyunjin's doing a little infinity Möbius sign with her fingers while the others talk. I'm thrilled, this is so perfect, oh my god, everything that I find now just confirms my theory, this is insane.
오빛 머리 굴러가는 소리 들린다.
지금
몰라서 대굴
0부터 12.
The girls gained liberty in Sowat because they set the moon on fire. So Sowat is the point where they changed their future, but to really gain their liberty they had to complete one full loop on the Möbius trip. So, midnight is the step where the girl breaks free from the Möbius, when they gain liberty. At the end of Why Not, they reach that point being Paint the Town, which has this weird intro, all black, representing a new moon, a renewal, the starting and ending point of a Möbius lap of a moon cycle. In Paint the Town, they broke the loop, and while I'm not totally sure about what did happen with the Möbius, did it unfold, did it disappear, did they flew away from it, bro, I don't know, I gotta figure that out too. We know that they are now free. Paint the Town really is representative of the end of the Möbius, the exact point of breaking it, of finishing it. Therefore, I think it will be placed here. Also, maybe I'm stretching a little bit for this, but End, the album's name, stands for end, and it sounds like end. There are many other hints about PDD's being the end. In the End's album description, it says Luna created a bigger wave of change, representing the Möbius ending. Is about how Luna has no choice but to break the fixed rules, the fixed rule being the Möbius loop, and become one with all Lunas around the world. Finally conquering the Loonaverse with their own strength, Luna discover a bigger world that they have never known about. The outside of the Möbius holds a story about you, me, and us together becoming one after breaking the fixed conventional symbols, after breaking the Möbius. Luna became one after going through the round of fate, coincidence, and destiny. Round, loop, Möbius of destiny, destiny of being trapped, aims to establish and redefine themselves about breaking the rules within being trapped in taboos, without being trapped in the Möbius. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm right about this because I could continue for days, and each time I discover an old lore hint dropped by the girls or baby shit, it only fits. At that moment, I wondered what the next comeback could be, because they finally did it, they reached the end, the free, and I wondered what their intro would be. Would they totally change it, or just without the moon crescent? Well, Flip That came out, and it is, in fact, different from the usual. The colors from the girls are inverted in the color wheel, but if we invert them back, we find that it's the same as the 1/3 world, like Hi Hi and So What's intros. I don't know what to think about the background though, because the original's white, but inverted is black. But at the same time, the Möbius is destroyed, so I guess it doesn't really matter. I don't know. I don't even know what Flip That means, for real. The lore is so messy and, I don't know, I feel like it didn't even make sense anymore, since baby shit were fucked up because they didn't know what to do then. Or, again, maybe I'm just dumb and it does make sense. But it still doesn't matter because, you know, whatever they were starting, I guess it doesn't matter anymore. I also think the colors being inverted with the pink / becoming green means being out of the Möbius's law, because it has only been seen in Vivi, Heejin, and Flip That. Vivi and Heejin are also the only one from 1/3 to have their own colors as their background, while Yeojin has blue and a brown to yellow /, Hyunjin green, and Hasul red. I could stretch and say they didn't put yellow to Hyunjin because he wouldn't be able to see the moon crescent, but for Hasul, I only see the link with Kim Lip's time travel. But this is for another time. I still need to figure out what the little / means, because when they are together as a unit or as a whole it's pink, except for Odd Eye Circle's unit where it's white, and where for 1/3 in Wawabawai's other solos it's yellow, and Why Not and Paint the Towns being black. So yeah, it's weird, but I'm gonna figure that out. You may be wondering, but where is Odd Eye Circle and all that? But let me explain it. Earth and Eden are known as being two opposite places, mirrored, while Middle-earth, Odd Eye Circle's place, is only a link between the two, a bridge. We need to see this realm as only a bridge, not a place you can stay. Odd Eye Circle can travel through time, dimension, and space, because from this place you can see both Eden and Earth. If we see Middle-earth as a place too, the intros become like this, and if we spin the other way around, counterclockwise, it becomes like this. The only way it can make sense is like this, clockwise, and with Middle-earth only being a bridge. It also makes sense for it to be clockwise. They travel while time passes, time being a loop. Clockwise, you know, like time. And never mind, I just remembered they literally drew an arrow so I don't have to prove that. Cherry also travels in this loop. In Love Cherry Motion, we can see her with 1/3. She passes out eating a cherry, then she travels through the bridge with Odai Circle, and she wakes up in what seems like Eden. But if Middle Earth is only a bridge, where does Odai Circle lived before the reunion? The answer is on Earth, in 1/3's world. It would explain Jinsoul in Letter to Hong Kong with Vivian Hassel. It would explain 1/3 in the Girl Front map, Hyunjin blinding Cherry and throwing the paper plane, their intros being both on the right side. It may seem like they are in the back in So What's world, but no, the colors are changing gradually, and the sash is white, not yellow for solos and pink for groups. Also, the background colors don't mean the same thing before the reunion. In fact, 1/3 are their own colors, and Warabaywais are white individually and yellow in unit. And if we read Eclipse's YouTube description, the new unit in Luna 1/3 will coexist, them being in the same world, and unify in Loonaverse and when other members scattered, not with them in Eden and Yojin alone. Around the world unite to create a bigger circle as a whole. In Hi, the construction of the moon Luna has been dreaming about will be complete. And we can see in Hi the moon being on Hi's intro side and then like completing itself. So yep, that's all for today's video. I hope it helped you think about Loonaverse. Tell me what you think in the comments. I'll be happy to have others' opinion on my theory, and you can share some too. Maybe it will help me understand more, and so we can help each other out. As I said before, you can please share this on your online Loonaverse communities, and thank you very much. My next video will probably be about Artemis and Lucemble, but I gotta figure out some things before, unless you want me to share what I've understand so far. Goodbye!